Hi, my name is Kimmy and welcome to Glutes and Abs. Now, for today's workout, we are going to do some stuff standing. Option is to use dumbbells because we're going to be doing some deadlift action. So let's get warmed up. We're going to go ahead and take our feet just outside of your hips for some squats and lunges. So squat down, then step your left leg back, sink down, squat down, and then your right leg goes back. So check this out though, we're gonna add a little bit of a torso turn towards your front leg, step back to center, and then twist to the other side. As we're twisting, we wanna make sure our knee still stays facing forward for knee safety. And we're adding a little oblique work here. So rotating through the torso, getting a little bit of your abs warmed up here. Don't forget to keep breathing through these exercises. Reach back. If you have knee issues, just limit your range of motion of your squat and your lunges. But on that squat, let's really sink down into the legs. One more on the other side. There we go. And let's shake it out. Cool. So we're gonna grab our weights. Now, this can also be done without weights. We're doing a single leg deadlift. Now, if you're not using a weight, you're gonna keep your knee in line with your knee. This is just a kickstand. Hand up here, or even behind your head. We're sending the hips back, so just a small knee bend. Sending the hips back. Feel the weight shift to your heels, and then we squeeze through the glutes on your way up. This leg is super light, by the way. I wanna engage the glute on your way up. So even without weight, you should be feeling the glute fire up, okay? So if you were holding a weight, we're gonna hold it in front like so, pinching the armpits, and then we're dropping down, staying open to the collarbone, and then squeeze to your glutes. The heavier your weight in hand, the harder it is, the more intensity, the more glute work. So if you've got something that you wanna hold onto in your house, definitely grab that. It could be just basically something heavy. Big old backpack of books, something. Drop it in. Then we're squeezing to the top. This is one of my favorite ways to work into the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and the glutes. So it's as you tip, it's almost like you're feeling that stretch to the back of the leg, and then squeezing to the top. If you have back issues, not too low. Okay, it's not about trying to reach for the floor. It's about feeling that length of the back of the leg, pushing through your heel and squeezing your glutes at the top. Cool, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Pop the leg forward. The other leg is just a kickstand, not too far back. Okay, it's just a kickstand. Shoulder blades are pinching, and then let's go. So tip from the hips, slight knee bend in that front leg, squeeze your glute on your way up. Tip from the hip, just what feels good for you and your back, and then squeeze on the top. When you push through your heel more, you'll fire up into the hamstrings and your glutes way better. Do you feel it yet? It's just to wake up a little. The more you can focus on the muscle that's working, the more it's gonna work, you guys. So really focus on that. It's really easy to get distracted. Keep pinching the shoulder blades back. We want to still maintain that tall posture, not letting anything round to the spine. Squeeze your glutes. It's almost like you're trying to push the floor away from you. So push the floor away through your heels. Lift. Let's go for one more. And squeeze to the top. Good stuff. And recover. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit there. All right, what we're gonna do is called a lateral shift. Your feet are gonna stay very wide. Your toes are pointed forward. This allows us to push more through the outer ridge of your heel and the side of your foot. Option, no weights, okay? So you're gonna sink down to the leg. We're gonna stay on that one side, okay? So sink down. As you come up, push through the outer ridge of your foot and then press and squeeze. You want to think about your butt is leaning down versus your upper body. So again, it's not about dropping your upper body here, it's about lowering your hips to what feels good for you. And then rise. If you're holding a weight, we're gonna go ahead and rack it up like so, and then drop in. So keeping the weight up, sink down, and then push. Again, you're loading up your upper body more to really work into the legs when you start to add the weight in there. So it becomes a little harder, right? And then stay at the bottom a little longer, and let's feel the outer ridge of their foot and that heel pressing into the ground. Fire up that buttock, squeeze the glute. X on your way up. Let's go for one more on that side. Lift, good, let's do the other side. Sink down, and then press. And again, the depth is gonna be up to you and your knees, really. Maybe even your back and your hips too. It is really easy, by the way, to shift towards the middle foot to ball of your foot. Really think about sitting your hips back. Lead with your tailbone, your buttocks really back towards your heels. It's almost like you're trying to let your buttocks touch your heel, but don't, not that low. All right, so sinking down and press. Can you even try squeezing that butt cheek? This one, this butt cheek, squeeze it as you come up. So you're sinking down, squeeze that butt cheek, boom, explosive on the way up. Sink, press. Let's go for two more here. Drive it up, one more. Woohoo. And done with that bit. Cool. All right, I'm gonna put the weights down and we're going to go ahead and grab our mat or whatever you need for core. Okay. Move those puppies out of the way. Let's go for some mountain climbers. So mountain climbers, hands underneath your shoulders. You can totally do this from your knees, leaning in and you're pulling the knee towards your chest or really rather towards your elbow, or you popped up, let's go. Knee to same elbow, knee to same elbow. Eyes are slightly forward, by the way. We want to pull the belly button in. There it goes. So we're alternating right and left. Keeping the hips down, your knee almost touches the floor. That way the core stays on. When you lift your butt up in the air, kind of turns off. Plus your shoulders start to go behind your wrist. So you want to keep the hips down. Straight line from your head to your heel. Cool, let's lower down. Push back, stretching through your shoulder girdle. And then we're going to go ahead and come down to your forearms for some glute focused work. Lift your belly button up. Let's take your right leg, kick it back. Abs are in, donkey kick, knee comes in, press back. Now remember, we want to still make sure we're pushing firmly into that arm, right? We're not dumped into the shoulder. Exhale, push back, inhale to bend. As you're going into that donkey kick, making sure we're not lifting too high, we want to lift the belly button up and focus on that butt cheek squeeze at the extension. So reach it back there and then pull it back in. Super strong through your core as you work. You don't want to feel this in your lower back. That usually means you're kicking too high. Can you feel your glute working? One more time, we're going to hold it back. Lift and lower in pulses. Pulse, pulse. So we're squeezing the glute. Again, refocus on it. Really focus on even almost slightly tucking your tailbone under you, and you'll feel that activation of your buttocks. The glutes are firing. Belly button is lifting. Cool. From here, point your toe. Let's make circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now remember which leg you're using, by the way. Reverse. Because we're going to do something in between before we switch legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit your hips back. We will do the other side in a second, so remember which leg you need to use. Okay, let's go back into your mountain climber position again, but this time it's going to be knee to opposite elbow, okay? So here he goes. Set yourself up, knees or toes, and we're going to go knee to opposite elbow, reset. Knee to opposite elbow, reset. We're going to keep these slow.
to keep the workload in your abs without momentum, because you usually see mountain climbers in a running position, right? We're gonna keep these slow, so we're engaged through the core the whole time. You're pushing through your hands to fire up your shoulder girdle, rotating to the waistline, but keeping your shoulders square. Exhale each time you pull the knee in. One more on each side. And then we're gonna do the other butt cheek. Ready? I'm gonna flip myself around. Here he goes. Forearm is down, everyone. Okay, remember you wanna pull the belly button up. Let's go ahead and pop the leg up and kick it back. Pull it back in. Pressing firmly through your forearms. I am breathy. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press it away. These are such big muscles that you're working right now, gang. So all the muscles are firing up through the core as well as your glute. That means a lot of extra energy burn, right? So keep breathing through this. Again, you want to feel the glute working here as you extend your legs. So it's not about going as fast as you can. It's about being effective and efficient with your movement. So we exhale, press. Let's pay attention to that lower back, get your back arching. Tuck your tailbone if it is. You'll start to feel more in that glute. Again, it's not about how high you lift. Want to feel that butt cheek pushing through the heel as you reach back. And let's double check the arms. Are you pushing firmly? Let's do it. Team, we have one more. Hold it all the way back. Pulse it here. Lift, 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 lift. Keep pulling the belly button up. You want to feel some fire happening to the glute there. It even kind of travels into the leg, doesn't it? The hamstrings, because they're all connected, they're intertwined back there. But these are your athletic muscles. They help propel your body. Let's go ahead and point your toes and make circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keeping your hips as square as possible. 2, reverse. 10, 9, feel that glute burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Go ahead and sit back. Let's stretch right here into the glute, and let's roll over onto your back. Okay. Legs are up towards the ceiling. Option, of course, is to bend your knees. We're gonna go ahead and do some big scissor kicks here. Scissor, 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 scissor. Now you can keep your knees bent if you need to. Okay, we're gonna keep the upper body down for now. All right, so from here, let's make the movements a little smaller, a little quicker. Now pull your belly button in. We're gonna go downwards. So it's gonna go down, 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. You'll notice that gets harder when you go down, so you gotta pull the abs in tighter. 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. So tempting to lift the upper body. I want you to really stay anchored through your core here. Again, down, option to bend your knees. And up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, one more time. Woo, and up. Nice. Let's lower your legs down. We're gonna climb the rope. So imagine there's one rope coming from the ceiling. So you're gonna reach one arm up, then the other arm up. So it's more of an upward crunch versus towards your knees. Lift, 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 lift. Tuck the chin in a little bit. So if you're looking up, use your eyeballs. Lift. So there's a rotation that's happening from your shoulder as you climb the rope, climb the rope, climb the rope. See how high you can reach the arm. Really getting into those obliques. Reach, 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 reach. Oh yeah. A little bit different, right? When you go straight up versus just towards the knees. So it's good to work the abs in different ways. You have 4, 3, 2, recover. Hands at temple, legs are up in tabletop, double crunches. Squeeze and then tap if you want. Squeeze and no tap if you need. So if you have back issues, you might want to stay up, right? Because when you lower your legs down, it makes your back arch up. We do want to prevent that from happening regardless of which option you choose. So you pull the navel down, press their back down towards the floor. I don't like to say into the floor because we're kind of made a little differently. So if you got a little bit more junk in the trunk, it's gonna make your back arch a little bit. The main thing is pulling that belly button in and down. But can you lift your shoulders? Come up a little higher with the exhalation. Squeezing through the abs. Whew. Good times right there. Abs are starting to really fire up. Squeeze. Keep that breath going, team. The breathing is so important when you work out. Let's go for 2 more. 1 more. And done. Good work, everyone. Let's go ahead and lengthen the arms out, legs out, stretching through the entire body. Hug both knees into your chest, stretching out your lower back. Let's roll a little bit side to side. Oh yeah, feels good. Awesome, everyone. Let's rock up. Cool. Hope you enjoyed that workout. I will see you next time.